Google makes office attendance part of performance reviews. Employees need to be in the office at least 3 days a week. So this is the part where I would normally rail on them because working from home works fine. And Google is now just trying to justify their super expensive office space. But in this case, it's funny because Google was one of those woke companies that was fear-mongering hard about the coup. So all these Google employees fell hook, line, and sinker for the COVID fear-mongering, like legitimately believing that they were all going to die if they just go back to work in the office. And a lot of their own employees are probably just too scared to ever leave the house again. And Google just doesn't know what to do. Like, fuck. Our own fear-mongering was too effective. How do we get these wage slaves back into their office now so we could get our government tax breaks for using the office? Because one of my friends, he works at a let's just say a big financial institution. Not to, we gotta make sure I don't say anything doxable, but he was forced to come back into the office, and he found out the reason why was fucking tax break incentives, because the government is trying to save the office real estate market. So I think in some places you actually have a tax incentive to like move away from work from home and get back into the office. So just for some tax breaks, they were being forced back into the office. I get what you deserve, yo. Yeah, now all these companies, after fear-mongering, now they can't get their employees to come back to the office after they got them scared to leave their house. Are you sure the coof is gone? Are you sure the coof isn't hiding around every corner to kill my grandma if I take my mask off? It's funny. Like these companies and these employees, they deserve each other. Google is the company that was once famous for its whimsical, cushy office spaces. But during the pandemic, even the cushiest office space failed to be attractive. And now in the post-pandemic work-from-home era, Google would still really like its employees to use those offices. Yeah. Hey, these offices were expensive. We can't have you not using them. Latest news from the Wall Street Journal details how Google is pressuring employees to come back to the office, which includes making in-person office attendance part of employee performance reviews. Apparently, work done from home will not be viewed as favorably as work done from the office. This is the point where everyone should just switch into do just enough to not get fired mode, I guess. It's called quiet quitting now, right? The report quotes staff-wide email from Google Chief People Officer Fiona Ciccone, who justifying the move, saying, "We've heard from Googlers that those who spend at least 3 days a week in the office feel more connected to other Googlers. This effect is magnified when teammates work from the same location." Translation, it's a lot easier for managers to control the wage slaves when they're physically present. Of course, not everyone believes in magical hallway conversations, but there's no question that working together in the same room makes a positive difference, unless you hate your coworkers or your coworkers just distract you. So Google currently has a hybrid work policy where employees are expected to come to the office for at least 3 days a work week. And the report says employees who have frequent absences will start getting reminders about office attendance. And then they're going to be put on the short list for layoffs, definitely. Some divisions of Google have tried to deal with their abandoned office space by scaling down and requiring employees to share desks. Yeah, and this, oh God, I've heard these stories too. So they sell their office space. They don't rent out the same amount they used to. They scale down exactly like this article said, and then they move to, I think they call it the hot desk model, where everyone just comes in and takes whatever open seat is available, and then they start demanding everyone be in the office certain days. Like, see, just this is how fucking stupid some of these companies are. I know people in meat space who are living through this right now. During the pandemic, their company cut their available office space down to a quarter what it used to be. And now they're demanding, everyone has to be in the office Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So now you got everyone in the office Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 3/4 of them have nowhere to work, have nowhere to sit. So then they show. So what happens is everyone is competing to show up to work the latest. So the suckers that show up early and can find a seat, oh, they're stuck in the office all day. Everyone else, yeah, they come in, they see all the seats are taken. They just, sorry, boss, I have to go home. I have nowhere to work here. They're just making these people waste their time driving in just so they can drive back. Yeah, these managers, like, I guess that they failed to their level of incompetence, huh? Google at one point had planned to build a mega campus in downtown San Jose, California that would add 7.3 million square feet to Google's office space, but the project was recently put on hold, probably permanently. So Google started demolition work for the project in current year -2, long after the work from home trends took over the world, only to put things on hold this April. Oh man, you know, I it sounds stupid at first glance, right? Like, why did they do this like during the pandemic? Why did it take them so long to shut it down? Office politics. I can 100% guarantee you there was office politics involved. So some VPs were personally invested in this project and they did not let it die until like 2 years later. Finally, the other VPs were able to gather enough supports to cancel it. If I were to bet, I would say that's what the problem was. Like, there was some bloat that was invested in this project and they were not going to let it go. So yeah, Google, they're a giant bloated company now. All they can do is bleed money. So yeah, just point and laugh as they do just that. Just laugh as they bleed through all their shekels.